right. I don't know if anybody's on. Give us some quick. Let me know if anybody's on. Oh, we got one person on. Awesome. We are live. I am at the office and I'm running actually a little bit late. I'm here with my guy Jordan Mann. He's tightening up some stuff on the computer.
Yes, sir.
As I get this chair real quick, we're going to be talking about real estate, mortgages, a lot of different things today, and that's why I brought Jordan in. Jordan is actually my loan officer that I use quite frequently, and we do a lot of different things together in terms of marketing. I know you guys have seen him at the Plano Socialites events that we do quite frequently, actually. And what we'll do is just kind of, we're going to talk about some things that I wanted to talk about that I've been getting a lot of questions about. And then we're going to kind of kick it to him, and then we're going to answer any questions that you guys type in, which is going to be really cool and very interactive. Let's see, what do I want to talk about? See if I can get that plugged in.
The FHA.
Yeah, the FHA stuff for sure.
Plug in for you?
Let's see if we can get that plugged in. Awesome. One of the biggest things that I've been coming across is I've been coming across a lot of people now that it's summertime. A lot of clients and customers want to go out and look at homes that are in the $100,000 range or less, and they want to get FHA or VA financing. And a lot of the homes that are in that price range, unfortunately, are going to be foreclosures, short sales, homes that have a lot of repair costs. I don't know, I've come across houses that don't have any floors, that have roof issues, foundation issues. And what we're coming across is that when you send out an FHA or a VA appraiser and they go out and take a look at those homes, they're not going to appraise that, and you're going to lose out on the deal.
They have to be in livable condition. They have to be in livable condition is the main thing.
So, and I know a lot of people want to go out and buy a house and do a $100,000 deal and try to get a foreclosure because you want to get the most bang out of your buck. But the thing is that when we send out that appraiser to go get that done, appraisals are what, about
$450,
$425,
$450.
So when we send them out, I mean, unfortunately, you're going to be wasting that $450 for that appraisal. So.
Bang, bang, chicken.
That's awesome. So we were talking about that kind of stuff. Let's see what else in terms of FHA, VA. Right now in the market, the way the market is, it's so hot. There's not a lot of inventory. And if you go out there with a VA or FHA loan, chances are you're not going to be able to be very competitive in the purchase of the home. I mean, it's just kind of facts are facts. People come in with cash on those deals. People have hard money loans. Honestly, what a hard money loan is, you actually go out to somebody that's just an investor or a bank and actually get a money transfer into your account to close, and that's actually a higher interest rate than a regular loan. It closes quicker because there's no real contingencies, and underwriting, it mostly just goes through the actual investor. Let's see, what other stuff can we talk about in terms of foreclosure, short sales, mortgages? What are you seeing mostly in like the $100,000 to $125,000 range, Jordan?
Like, my main issue is what I'm seeing is that a lot of people, when they're going in with these FHA, $100,000 deals, that the properties aren't livable, where there's issues coming from the carpet being stained, which that doesn't sound like that would be an issue going forward with the house, but it is. FHA doesn't allow you to purchase a home with no appliances in it. It has to be livable conditions when you actually move in. So that's those are the big obstacles that I've come across.
Yeah, I've come across that too. And as a real estate agent, you try to, I don't want to use the term squeeze them in, but you want to make their dream possible and get them that house. And you try to go over and beyond, try to get them appliances, whatever it takes out, and purchase appliances for the home buyer, prospective home buyer, and get that done. So I'm sorry for those guys that are in that range and you're trying to get the most bang for your buck. FHA, VA is just difficult to do that, especially when you get into foreclosures and short sales. I know I've gone to a lot of different ones where you go into a house and there's like no floor, or you go into a house and it's just beat up, there's stuff missing, toilets missing. I mean, it's a foreclosure. I've seen people put concrete in the toilet and let the toilet, solder out and do that. So, that's not going to be a livable condition. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, and I hope that I didn't break a whole lot of people's hearts with that kind of stuff. But that's the market that we're in, and when you get into that kind of stuff, you definitely want to caution your clients about.
What can you tell me about concrete and their ice cookers?
I don't know, but that was pretty interesting. I love all this stuff that pops up on the thing. But let's talk about some serious questions. I'll take anything, and Jordan will take anything. Any questions that you guys have about anything out there that you're seeing that you want more questions about, just write it in, and we'll get to them. Somebody just wrote about getting a loan with FHA. What is the new? I know they just changed it in terms of credit. What is the lowest you can go now with credit score?
For us, it's not the new. It's actually something that's been around for a long time. And FHA guidelines says 580 credit score. It's a company overlay that a lot of places have 620 credit scores. So I know for us, it's 580, and that's what actual FHA guidelines say. But with FHA guidelines, it's an FHA low program that the 520 or 580 credit score is 41 debt to income, so 41% debt to income and 5% down.
Okay. And that source of income, that comes from, it can be like a gift, it can be
a gift, yeah, it could be a gift from a family member, somebody that's actually invested in your life. So
it doesn't necessarily need to be somebody from the actual, or is going to be living there. It could just
it could be from your fiance, somebody that actually is, around, and you can actually prove it. It can't be from some
random person,
yeah.
Right. Cool. Let's see. We got some other questions going on here. Let's see. Man, we're only like 8 minutes in. It's good. We got like plenty of questions and stuff. Let's see. We got. If you're looking to buy in Frisco, what are some of the good places? And it really depends on how much you're looking to spend. I'm with a client now that we're looking in the Stonebriar area. It's right by my house, which is right by the mall. There's some really cool places out there. Grand Homes is building out there, which is going to obviously inflate that area in terms of equity. I like that area personally just because it's really cool, but that's one hot spot. There's a lot of other ones there. There's a lot of building in Frisco right now. Equity, obviously. But a lot of stuff is going up there. So if you get a chance to go into Frisco and have an opportunity to buy into that, I would definitely do that right around now. But the market overall is super hot. I mean, there just really isn't a whole lot of equity. But it's still kind of, it's still young, and the kids are still in school. So.
But it's good. There's good school districts out there, which is a big thing for a lot of people that are actually thinking about moving out there. There's, the new Cowboy. I mean, how many billions of dollars they put into that Cowboy Stadium and that little shopping area and malls and stuff they got. So, I mean, the equity of people's houses are going to be jumping through the roof here pretty soon, I would assume. I mean, that's just kind of how the market kind of works.
Right.
A lot of building going on over there. I mean, it's going to be just as big as Dallas area here pretty soon as far as what they're actually doing to it. So,
yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's the new Plano. It's definitely, it's just really nice out there.
Plano is pretty wild. I know for me, I was out looking at rent for a lot of different areas for my client, and I usually don't do rentals. It's usually a friends and family kind of deal. For the rentals, it went from, I think last year was $997, and this year it's $1,335. So it's pretty crazy to go up 1 year, almost $300, or is it, over $300.
Like,
It's crazy. And that's Plano. It's just a matter of there just isn't enough housing for everybody that's coming in. So they can charge that premium and still get it. So as long as people want to pay, they'll still charge them.
with you being a realtor and stuff, there's somebody that just typed in about the ages of houses because they like flipping houses. Is it good flip?
It just really depends on what you're looking to do. I work with a lot of investors now, and it really depends. Some like to go in and actually develop a property, which means they'll tear it all the way down to basically nothing, re-pour the concrete, and then rebuild it. And then I have a lot of that are just buyers, and meaning wholesalers. So they'll come in and buy it, and then turn around and sell it to another investor and make $10,000 to $15,000, $20,000 on the deal. And then you got other people that'll come in, rehab it, and then totally sell it. So getting to your answer, it really depends. Some of the Plano stuff, I was out showing some clients today. You're looking at like 86, 89, 90s. And unfortunately, when you walk in there, everything is really outdated. And if you go into like a newer home or new build, you'll see that the kitchen aisle, the actual island has its own sink versus now, in the 80s and stuff like that, they didn't have that. Nobody thought about that at that time. So it's a lot of like convenient stuff that we're accustomed to that isn't around for a lot of the older stuff. So you got to kind of tear it out for somebody that's coming in new and really kind of redesign it to make it up to par to, I guess, make it like a contemporary.
Yeah.
So it matches everything else. I've seen a lot of different stuff. I've seen, like I said, I work with investors, so I've seen them come in and do like a complete demolition. I've seen them come in, change the kitchen, put some paint on the wall, and kind of resell it, which is
It's a good
doable.
3K loan type situation where they can go up to 110%, on their loan to value on there.
Right, and you do those kind of things, right?
We do those, and
Right.
that's what I see a lot of people doing is trying to find a gem that they actually need a little bit of money that they can actually come through and add a couple things to it and really jump that price up, and then flip it in the whenever they feel like they've gotten to the point that they wanted to. So, that's an option. But I'm sure there's plenty of houses out in Plano and Frisco area that you could probably, if you have that eye, that you can go through and see what the deal is on it. You can actually do what you need to do with it.
Now, with that loan, is there like any sort of particular guidelines that's different from like a regular conventional?
Yeah, they got to have 660 credit. They can go up to 110 loan to value on it. You can even fix some of the structuring on the house. So like the foundation's a little off. If you're looking at something that's foundation's completely off, you're going to be spending a lot of your money on the foundation. You'd be dropping a lot of money of your own into the actual, cosmetics of the house, I guess.
And you'd have to get that foundation repaired, obviously. Before
you get that
loan.
We'd have to have that. We have to actually have that
before appraisal.
Before appraisal, but we have to have that, all that stuff done before appraisal, obviously, and then you'll get the quotes and stuff like that, so we know exactly where the money's going to.
Right.
Which is a big thing.
Yeah, you gotta have like those estimates coming in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Let's see. We got some more people typing in here. Yeah, Jordan is in Addison. He works at Wallach and Bulk. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Wallach and Bulk, but it's here in Addison. That's one of their branches. They're really big in like Austin.
We're the oldest privately held mortgage banker in the country. So originally from the Midwest, I would say. So Wyoming's where our head branch is. I think we've only been out here for about the last 6 months roughly. And no, honestly, it's a great company. I wouldn't say that just because I'm here. We offer a lot of things that aren't typical. We try to fill a lot of needs instead of just kind of the vanilla products.
Right. Very cool. Let's see here. How long have I been a real estate agent? Since 2003.
And he's awesome.
And
he finds deals. Honestly, I send this guy deals, and he finds things for him that I mean, honestly, there's been a couple times where he's been the second agent, which I, kind of embarrassed to admit sometimes when I send things over to him after another agent couldn't find it, but he finds things that aren't on the MLS, or he's kind of outside the box. So that's kind of a pretty good tool for myself when, you actually have that in there, because I don't get paid unless someone finds a house. So I'm pretty much working for free right now.
And that's the thing is, I was talking to one of my clients, and me and him were talking, and through lunch, and he was doing a construction deal, and I stopped the paperwork to make sure he understood all the ways he can get out of the contract. And that was the first time somebody ever, sat there and went through, hey, look, it's not about the commission. Are you happy with this deal? If worst case scenario, you get cold feet, how are you going to get out of it? So it's always cool to have like a devil's advocate kind of deal. I was kind of joking with him. I was like, don't think I'm a devil's advocate. I want you to get this house, but at the same time, I'll get you out of it too. So that's kind of a cool feature.
You want repeat offenders, people
repeat business
and stuff.
For sure.
Sometimes you have to look past the one deal, because I know that I have people that when there's a lot of negotiating, I have to sit there and tell them, and we have the conversation, because I like to get really personal with my customers. Would I do it?
Right.
And there's times where I'm like, look, man, I'm not the one making this choice for you, but would I do it? I mean, probably, there's a couple scenarios where I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's fair. Or there's times where it's like, no, it's not fair, and I want their family's business. I want their business. I want them to refer their friends to me. So, I try to be real as possible with something like that.
Yeah, and that's what you want.
No, you don't want to have somebody. I'm not trying to sell you. I mean, At the end of the day, I'm not trying to earn that $200,000 house. The commission off that. I mean, it's all about. Yeah, of course I want that, but I want I want your family members' money too. I want everybody's, trust, which is more important than anything.
Right. Get another question here. Where are you guys? We're actually in Jordan's office, and if you can kind of see, it's like the building next to us. So
we're in the heart of Addison Circle, which is really great location. We got a very Google-ish vibe here, I would say. I mean, it's very social media. Yeah. I mean, it's not Google, it's not as big as that. It's not a campus, but it's very new. It's very contemporary. It's very, but we got a very, solid team here.
I used to live in the apartments right behind here, so when I first moved here, which was about 3 years ago now. So love it. Let's see what else is coming on here. Closing mortgage is going to be usually about 30 days. Jordan, what are you averaging about
right now? 18 to 21 days is what we can do. So
depending on the situation.
I tell this guy every time, don't be putting those 20 days on there just for fun.
Right.
Because these guys, I know they love to get paid.
I do like to get paid.
But we can do 21 days. Our averages are between 18 and 21 is the ones that I've been doing. But I mean, safe bet, just so everyone stays happy, and we tell everyone 30. That way.
That's what I usually do too.
Yeah, put it on the contract 30. If we can close it faster, we will, and if it needs to get done faster, we will. We like to keep our customers happy. We like to keep our realtors coming, sending our business this way. So we do what it takes to earn their business.
Nice. I wonder what your beard would look like on my face.
No. You can try it.
I know, completely random.
Yeah.
That's how we are. That's how we roll. We like to have a little fun. So let's see. I think we're going to take a couple more questions and then kind of wrap this up, because we've been on here for about half an hour now, and it's going pretty strong. But I think we pretty much covered like the FHA and VA stuff, covering foreclosures and short sales, and there really isn't like a lot of meat to the bone on that, but we kind of want to make sure that people know about it, because we do run into it at least twice a day.
The people that are on right now, what's next? What would you like us to talk about? What's questions? Is it something that, what big, I guess, category would you want us to talk about? The next week or two, that we can set up a time and we can actually go on here and answer some bigger questions. But if not, we're always open to answering the questions right now.
Yeah, and you can also, after this call, what I'm going to do is put this onto YouTube and Facebook, so you guys can comment, and then I'll turn around and get back with you. And then, of course, if you have a show idea that you'd like us to talk about next month, because we're going to be doing this monthly, just let us know, and we'll go out and research that stuff for you. I think between both of us, like, we'll probably know the answer within 5 seconds.
Yeah, we can set up. We need to set up a time that's a little bit more consistent. That it's actually where we're coming in here at 5:30 that night and actually doing this.
And we like to have fun too, so we'll probably get some other people in here and introduce some other people that we work with real tightly with, so you can get some fresh perspective on what they see out in the market and just any sort of news out there. I think between both of us, we know like 1,000 people. So it'll be fun. We're really looking forward to it. And by the way, it's just worldwide, so everybody can see it. I think we had some people from like France, and some folks from China, which is real cool. So now, if I could just get a statue of myself in China, that would be awesome. Anyway, random thoughts. Let's see. We'll answer one last question here coming through. I think we got like another 10 more minutes. I don't want to spend too much longer. Current rates right now for a 30-year mortgage.
Well, if you're looking at
what kind of? Well, I mean, it's so broad. Like, what are we looking at? Like, I guess maybe like
250 range.
250, great credit. Let's just do medium credit. Like a 680.
Okay. I mean, normally I'd say that was probably a 30-year fixed conventional credit rating. We're probably looking around 4.125, 4.25, depending on the day. I mean, the rates actually dropped quite a bit this last week, which was weird
because of the stock market.
Yeah, they actually went. The rates actually helped our business a little bit, but before that, those rates were kind of high. So I mean, by the summertime, I mean, I can't tell because I honestly did not expect that the interest rates dropping. So
right.
I mean, I've told everybody, hey, you need to start locking in. I mean, probably made me look like a big liar, but at the same time, I mean,
you don't have a crystal ball.
Well, they were trending up. So with it dropping down, I called them up right away and said, hey, we need to get this done. Whether it be refinances or if you're out looking for houses, maybe they need a little bit of sense of urgency, but it's good. I mean, the rates are decent right now. Hopefully they stay like that for a while for everybody's sake, and we can get some business off of that.
I don't know if a lot of people know, but I actually had a mortgage branch. I was a branch manager for a while, and anybody that I talk to about loans and stuff like that, I call up loan officers all the time and ask questions about different things about my clients. And I think one thing that we both really don't talk about is refinancing, and especially like during the summer and the winter time, around Christmas time, are really the biggest times because. And especially now, if you're in like the Plano, Frisco, Allen, McKinney area, it could be a great time right now to cash out some of that money and do different things. The stock market's down, you can invest in it. Yeah. If you have a financial advisor, I know between both of us, we have like 20 people that are financial advisors, but talk to them about setting up that money into a fund. When the market gets back, you make your money. A lot of different things that you can do. Take advantage of the lower interest rate for sure when you do cash out. So there is a lot of options there. And when I was doing it, a lot of people would go on vacation. They cash out their money, go out on vacation, pay off some debt like their car or whatever it is. A lot of people get married around this time, so they take some money out of the equity of their house to go pay for that lavish wedding. So there's a lot of stuff you can do. And then you want to obviously take advantage of the interest rates because they are low. If you want to do like a 15 or a 30-year, Jordan can definitely help you out. A little plug there for my buddy. Yeah. We're approaching.
We're about 30 minutes in right now.
Yeah, we're about 30 minutes in. I guess maybe I'll take one more question and then I'll cover it. Myself, yes, that is my bald head shining in the light, giving you guys
in all its glory,
giving you guys a big glare there.
Do I have big balls? Yes.
We couldn't get away with anything. I'm actually surprised I didn't drop an F-bomb yet, but we still have like 5 minutes. So
I'm sure you'll get your one in there.
Let's see what else. Am I going to be at the Plano Socialites event? Yes. Well, I don't know if you guys, it's worldwide, so probably not, but I run a networking group called Plano Socialites. Jordan here is an admin with me. We do a lot of different events, cater to a lot of different people. For the most part, I'd say 99% of the time it's free, our events. We do a lot of networking, obviously, because we both are professionals in sales. But we do a lot of cool stuff, and Valentine's Day was just around. What was it, last weekend?
Did you run any red light, green light?
No,
but
last year some people did. Yeah, last year.
Last year he did. So
last year I did it.
I can't do that. That's not my deal. But old Big Money over here, he.
I was actually kind of disappointed. I went online. I didn't do anything for Valentine's Day, and then I went online and saw there was an event, and there was the ratio of girls to guys was like 8 girls to 1 guy, and I was like,
that's your deal, man.
Man, I missed out on that. So
big money right there.
Shame on me. Shame on me. All right.
But the Plano Socialite, just to let you know, I know since I've joined it, the amount of events that are actually shown on that website or on the community, it's second to none. I'm a part of probably like over 60 communities probably, but that's the one that I actually go to when I actually want to see what's going on. What can I go out there to better my business? And that is one of the things that I think is one of the most valuable tools to me, is to know what's out there, so I can actually gauge what my week can be like. So like every Sunday I'll set up my time and I'll go through my events that are going on Facebook. One of the main spots that one of the only spots I really have to go to is Plano Socialites, because he has Dallas events on there, Plano events on there, and I'm able to plan my events for the week just by going to that deal. And I would say almost 75-80% of the time I don't have to go outside of that website.
Yeah, just go look us up either on Meetup or on Facebook. Facebook, you'll see that it's way over 4,000 people.
Yeah, see, that's where I go, is Facebook. I haven't been to meetups for so long, but
we rock it out. We have a lot of fun, and
the last event was pretty successful, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a lot of people show up.
It was a little bit slower than the times before, but I know that the one at Del Frisco's we had 75, 80%, 75 to 100 people probably in and out of there. And
we change venues all the time. We change locations, so it keeps it kind of fresh. And it really depends on what's going on in the day. It could be a situation where it's nice outside, it's patio weather, or it could be really crappy out, or we have a great restaurant, or we don't. So we do a lot of cool stuff. And but we are going to wrap this up for my buddy Jordan, saying what's up and thanks for the location.
Hey, thank you guys for showing up and listening to us ramble about some nonsense, whatever. But
it's some great real estate news. So,
but if you reach out to us. I know it's on Chris's channel, so reach out to Chris if you got any lending, information that you need or advice that you might want. Reach out to Chris. I talk to this bum every day.
Right. So
we're
in contact.
Yeah, just reach out to him, and he'll relay it to me, and we'll get this thing done for you.
And then you have a site or like a link that they can go on to, like loan by themselves.
Yeah, loansbyjordanmann.com. MANN is the last name. So the man, but with 2 N's.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, hop on there. If you got any questions, I give out free credit reports if you put anything on there. We obviously, I want long-term business. So if you got any questions, concerns, advice, that's what I get paid to do. That's my profession. That's financial advice is what we'll do. You want any news about the neighborhoods and stuff, I'm going to send you to Chris every single time, because I don't know a damn thing about it. So
right.
that's we just kind of stay in our own lanes.
Yeah, and we work as a tandem too on a lot of deals
all the time. Like I said, I talk to this guy every day. There's probably, if I'm not giving him shit about something,
yeah.
It's just not gonna. That's just the way it is. We sit there and we're able to actually bust each other's balls about stuff.
Right. So for me and Jordan, this is it. This is episode 1. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. Hopefully next one we'll probably do some guest speakers. Maybe we'll be out because the weather will be a little nicer and we'll have some fun.
Get some insurance, some mortgage insurance or something out there.
Yeah.
Somebody. I'm sure we got tons of people we can bring on.
The whole idea is just to have some fun and talk about real estate for a little bit. So, appreciate you guys that came on. I appreciate you guys asking me the questions as we go, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks, guys.
Later, guys.